We're here. We got Wolf here. Hi, is Yogi. Hi, is Wolf. How are you? Let's see. I'm gonna bring up my desktop. Makes it a little bit easier. That way I can look on my phone and I can look on my desktop. All that technology, and I will still fall behind. Hope everyone's having a good night. Hey, Wolf, any update on the storm? So let's see who shows up for the night. It was a fun afternoon live stream. Good crowd of people. And hey, I think I got 33 likes. It's a PR. It's the most I've gotten. Let's see. Rai says, my ADHD addictions. Sorry, my live stream here is moving around a lot. There it goes. It says hi. Hey, Rai, how are you, my friend? Wolf says it was a very nice chat. Yeah, it was. I love when that flows like that, you know? That we get the right questions, the right people are here, and everything hits just right. And then, Wolf, I really appreciate your insights that you put out there, especially in concern on meditation. Rai says, hope you're well. Thank you, my friend. I am pretty well. We got a thunderstorm coming our way. Man, it was hot and humid today. Got up in the 90s, and I don't know what the humidity was, but it was pretty humid. I think this storm's going to cool things off a bit, and we're going to go down into the 80s tomorrow. How's everything with you, Rai? Erwin Nicholas, if you had one message to the world, what would that be? Relax. To simply relax. Everything changes when we relax. Everything gets easier when we relax. We don't attack people when we're relaxed. We don't attack ourselves when we're relaxed. We are a tense people, humanity as a whole, in general. Not just tense, stressed out, full of our own good opinion about ourselves. When we relax, we start to loosen up on those opinions. We don't take ourselves so seriously. We're able to smile more. We're able to be kind. Let's see. Laradox is live on his YouTube. I was just there a few minutes ago. Let's see. Wolf says, I'm not as well informed as you, but I try to help. Hey, you know what? We are informed by our experiences, and those experiences are valuable. So, man, everything you share, perfect. Barbara says he's okay. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Barbara says, love a great summer thunderstorm. Man, especially in summertime, when you get that storm and then right after, you see the steam coming up off of the ground. Everything's really cool just for a few moments. Well, Laradox, in order for me to join your live stream, I would have to end my live stream. Abayu says, hey, sir, I hope I said your name right. How are you, my friend? Theradox says, oh, never mind. But you know what? Um, if people here want to check out Laradox on his live stream, that works for me. Our friend Walking with Goldie is here. Goldie says, hi there, lovely people. Hi there, lovely Goldie. Let's see. Hey, it was fun on the Fitness Hutch. Great live stream. Very happy, lively people. It was fun hanging out with them. Laradox says, can we take everyone in my live stream for fun? Kind of like a move, please. Laradox, it is entirely up to people. Ahoya, oh, ha ya, aho you. 23 says, you know, Indonesia. I know a little bit about Indonesia. I had a martial art instructor. He taught multiple forms of martial arts. I went for him for Muay Thai, but he also taught Silat, which is an Indonesian martial art. Greg is here. Greg, my friend, how are you? Barb is here. Barb says, hi, my spiritual brothers and sisters. So Barb and Wolf, any news on the storm? Greg says, hello, Moon Wolf. Theradox says he has 2 people in his stream. Awesome. Keep them entertained, my friend. Let's see. Goldie says stronger. As I said, sending prayers your way. Let's see. Goldie says Theradox is promoting himself and there's begging. Please stop doing the second part. As always, excellent advice from Goldie. People are drawn towards presence. People are drawn towards, you know, quietness. Doesn't mean not talking. It means that inner quietness. Let's see. I'm just going up and down, making sure that I don't miss anything. Ohio says Bali Island. That I'm not overly familiar with. Let's see. Goldie says, Eric McCarty, I was in StreamYard, so I could only say hi with Princess Vampire. It was nice to see you there, though. Greg Dayton says, hey, Goldie, is Laradox behaving himself? Laradox always behaves himself. He just gets, man, I'm going to use an old-fashioned word. He just gets rambunctious. 180-mile winds. Wow. When are they saying it might make landfall? Still category 4, but probably we'll get to 5. T says, please use B. Struggling to see all chat. I'm not, what do you mean by please use B? Oh, you want, is it easier to call you B or Bumblebee? Theradox says he's live if anyone wants to check him out. Goldie says I was the one highlighting the messages on the StreamYard. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm still on the fence about StreamYard. I don't like adding complications to my life. Goldie says Theradox is always himself. This is true. Let's see. Barb says, weather people say that they are thinking about making a Category 6. Well, new for this storm. If it reaches 200 miles an hour, winds they will. That's crazy. So what are you guys going to do? Are you going to drive up north? Wolf says, sometimes tonight, I think. Barb says they don't know. So I cannot pronounce the username, but Senyaho says, hi guys. Hello, my friend. How are you? Appreciate you being here. And I appreciate the like, my friend. Thank you. Bumblebee says, T, keep safe. Yes, exactly. Greg Dayton says, Laradox is hanging with the old farts like me. You and me both, my friend. Barb just got updates. Pardon the outer winds. Hit land and took it down to Category 4, Yogi. Don't know. Well, not the first storm you guys have weathered out, so I know you'll make the right decision. Barb says, that's awesome, Greg. And Wolf says, okay, Bumbles, but I don't have that emoji. Goldie says, I hope that helps you. Let's see. Laradox says, Yogi, everyone can be back into your stream, but just for a second, can you tell everyone to real quick move places and check out my stream, and then they can rejoin yours. I don't tell anyone to do anything. Not my place to tell people to do anything. They can make suggestions, and the suggestion is if anyone would like to check out our young friend Laradox, he's doing a live stream right now. But yeah, I don't want to tell anyone to do anything. For one, man, who am I to tell anyone to do anything? And why would anyone listen? Barb says we would have to leave 3 days before it gets here. Don't know. Let's see. T says, yes, Goldie, thanks. Goldie says, Laradox, really? And Wolf says, Laradox, that is not cool. Laradox says, sorry. Goldie says, okay, Laradox, you just lost me as a subscriber. Well, I hate to see that, but it's not as if Goldie hasn't said several times, time after time, just to ease things up a bit. One thing you got to know about Goldie is she does not make rash decisions. You got to get to a certain point. So, Luke says, tell me what to do one more time, one more time. Luke comes in with a good one. Barb says, Laradox, watch what you do and say about that. It is against TOS. What's TOS, Barb? T says, I am happy in this chat. And don't take demands and orders. Great. Greg Dayton says, Laradox having a tough day. He just once said he knows what he wants on YouTube, and he will do what is necessary to get there. But I think he's going about it the wrong way, to be honest with you, as does Goldie, as does most of us, because it just it doesn't work. It's backfiring him, as you can tell, because he lost his subscriber. If Laradox were to come in and say, hey guys, I'm going live, and if Yogi doesn't mind, come visit, and I don't mind, and then leave it at that. But the insistent over and over again, and not for the first time. Let's see. Stanyahu, Ho. I know I'm messing that up all over the place. Do you have a channel? I'm trying to click on your link to see if I can get a channel, but I can't seem to get anything up. Let me try again here. I'd love to support, but I can't get your channel up, my friend. T says the bumblebee emoji is easier tonight. Sorry guys, I fell behind very quickly. Farjad says, I don't know what he says. My desktop doesn't seem to be working as well for this. Let's see. Here guys, I'm catching up. I'm diving back in. My apologies. Luke says he's just having fun. Hey, always want you to have fun here. T says Zardox, she's unsubbing too. Luke says let's not get drastic here. T says, I like it here. It's calm, except Zardox being a demanding twat. Twat is polite. Wolf says, sorry, Yogi, that's a fake account. And just here to cause trouble. Hey, you guys are the mods. I trust you. Barb says, info that MD profile is fake. That is not my cancer doctor. I have reported. Oh, I didn't see one. I didn't see that. But as I mentioned, you guys are mods. You know the kind of stuff that I don't mind interacting with. But when it comes to your own protection, when it comes to keeping yourself safe and keeping others safe, you guys know what to do. And that includes everyone. That includes, as T was saying, she likes it here because it's easy, it's calm. So we don't want to add to it. So both Barb and Wolf, I appreciate what you do. Let's see. Luke says, Laradox has to change his persistence. Nothing wrong with persistence, just how it's used. Good advice, Luke. Maybe you can pull him aside one Luke to another and make that suggestion. I know Goldie has tried. I know I've tried. And again, I don't fault him. My thing is, it's just not effective. He's lost 2 subscribers. So, hey, if it worked for him, all the better, I guess. But it's definitely not working. Goldie says, Luke, it's rude to enter someone's live stream to ask people to join a different one. Which is true. And Luke says he agrees. Let's see. Great says, hey Goldie, I'm staying out of this thing. I have enough issues. Wise advice from Greg Dayton. Sometimes it's best just to stay in our lane, you know? T's asking when the storm is due. Barb says it's in the north part of South America and can go anywhere from there. I hope it turns around back into the Gulf. Thank you for dropping that link, Goldie. For some reason, I was unable to click on it. I am actually already subscribed. Interesting. T says, Goldie, her trauma was triggered badly. Wolf says 3.67 subs and over 700 videos. Congrats, Daniel. Yeah, I saw that. I just clicked on it. Awesome. Luke says, buzz, 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 and we get the bee emoji. Awesome, Luke. T says, Goldie, you know, twat is tame for my potty mouth. Goldie says, Greg Dayton, you are a sweetheart. I didn't ask you to get involved. Barb says, thank you so much. You're welcome. As I said, I think we're all pretty much on the same page. There's no sense anyone here feeling threatened or uncomfortable if we can do something about it. You know, if it's that everyday run-of-the-mill troll coming in, that's a different story. But when it's an attack like that, yeah, there's no sense in it. Wolf says the storm needs to go into Pacific. I agree. Luke says a bad word. It is, yeah, not the greatest word. What did I miss here? Laradox says, I ended my stream because I saw people from your stream joining and didn't want to take people from your stream. Hey, Laradox, I'm not attached to anything that happens on my stream. People always come, people always go. Everything evens out in the end. It's about the conversation, things that we get to talk about, the people we get to hang out with. So if you do a live stream when I'm doing a live stream, that's absolutely fine. YouTube is a big and wonderful place. The people will find you. And I don't mind you coming here and promoting, but as Goldie pointed out, a difference between promoting, you only got to do once, really. You can come in again later and say, hey, I posted this at the top. I just want to remind people. But it's another thing begging, and it is considered bad protocol. That's the right word, bad protocol, to do such a thing, which we've talked about before. I think if you did that on someone else's channel, they might get pretty upset. Wolf says, we know, but still need to let you know. Luke says, hello, y'all. Hey, Luke, how was your day? Greg says, thank you, Goldie. Appreciate the kind words. Paradox says, dang, I lost all of my subs that I just gained. I'll keep working on it. Luke says, you'll get new subs. You will. T says, Zeradox, you can only blame your behavior. Wolf says, Paradox, in time you will learn understanding. This is actually really valuable help for you, Paradox. Not just on YouTube, but in, working with people in real life. Paradox says, I can do all things through Christ who stringents. I don't know what that is. Oh, messed up the spelling. That's okay. Greg says, hey, Paradox, I'm not upset with you. And we get a request from Bumblebee T, again, from our friend Paradox. Goldie says, that's because of your own behavior, Paradox. Learn the lessons you need to learn from this, and I will be willing to subscribe to you again. Hey, Paradox, I really hope you're paying attention to what Goldie's saying right now. And the Master Sergeant is here. Master Sergeant retired. Mocha? I don't know, guys. Once the Master Sergeant, always the Master Sergeant. Luke says his day was not exactly a frowny face, not exactly a smiling face. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Everyone's saying hello to Mocha. Greg says, when will be putting the sting to Paradox? T says, Goldie is his daughter ready. She is asleep to be in exams in 7 hours. I'm glad she's asleep. Paradox says, T was being kind of rude to me, Yogi. I don't know. I don't know how she was. I can see how you might have taken it that way. But Paradox, sometimes though we gotta think of where people are right now in their lives. And Bumblebee T is here to decompress, to unstress, to relax, to spend time with friends, to have a good conversation. You know she's in the hospital, right? So we're making everything comfortable, not just for her, but for everyone, and you as well, Paradox. Paradox says, T, please don't use harsh words. Wolf says, probably get banned in another chat. All right, where am I? I know I fell behind again. Paradox says, sorry for my language, but what the hell am I doing? Well, Paradox, everyone explained it to you. Several people explained it to you. That it's just rude to come in and repeatedly ask people to leave and join your live stream. Especially when people have said, please stop. Foxy313 says, is there room for one more? Definitely, my friend. Hello to Yogi. I've come here from the Hutches. Hey, thank you. And I've just subscribed to your content, my good man. I appreciate that. Hey, I had a lot of fun hanging out with the Hutches. What a great live stream. Luke says, Paradox is never a good trait in individual to run to help in minor situations. Greg says Laradox is getting his butt kicked today. You know what? Honestly, everyone's trying to be helpful. Just trying to be helpful with you. Let's see. Foxy says, oh, the hutches are fantastic, I must say. Definitely. Foxy says, hey, Bumblebee, I can remember you through Lovely Gemma. Awesome. Love to see people recognize themselves. Greg says, Foxy 313 or 313. Very cool name. It is a very cool name. And Foxy says, hello to Goldie. Greg says, hey, Laradox, you going to be okay? Laradox, trust me, everyone's trying to help you. It's just a process of learning. It's a process of growing up. Everyone's been through it in their own way. If you can learn it here, it'd be much easier than learning it in real life. Sometimes, you know, you got to remember, this is all virtual. This is all words on a page. It has no actual effect on you whatsoever. None. Not even a little bit. So it's much easier to learn that stuff here because the real world can sometimes slap us down pretty hard. It's a hard learning ground. Runner Boy is here. Hey, Runner Boy, when are you going live this week? Laradox says, I'm sorry, guys. You know what, Laradox? That goes a long way. Simply saying I'm sorry. As you know, we just start over again, Laradox. Clean slate. Foxy says, Foxy is short for Fox Pit. Fox Pit Mayo to tell you of things. Fox Pit Mayo. What is Fox Pit Mayo, Foxy? Foxy says, to be assured, Laradox, the moment I came here, I immediately clicked the like on this. Thank you, my friend. Very much appreciated. Tuesdays and Thursdays, guys. Runner Boy is going live. Foxy says, Greg seems extremely decent. I've certainly got to say, Laradox, indeed so. He is a good guy. Laradox says he was in the wrong. I'm just sad. That's okay. Laradox is sad from his day. You know what? Like I said, everything starts over. Clean slate. And you're among friends. The wonderful thing about being among friends, you're among friends. You know? Doesn't get any better than that. Luke says, we also know how it feels to take criticism, Laradox. Sometimes it makes us feel uncomfortable, usually when we're in the wrong. But when you get criticism, you don't feel any way about it, usually. Some wise words from Luke. You know, and again, it's just all good advice from people who've been there. Cody says, Laradox, you learn nothing. Oh yeah, Runner Boy got a sandbag. He filled a sandbag with and took 1 hour and 30 minutes. Wow. Let's see. Foxy says, I didn't offend anyone, had I? Mayo is my surname, to tell you things. Nope, no offense at all, my friend. I got it. Now I understand. Greg says, thank you, Laradox. I was your age about 55 years ago, and I could be a pain in the butt. That comes with being 15, I think. At 15, you're supposed to be a pain in the butt. However, we need to learn about being a pain in the butt. Laradox is asking people to sub to his channel. If they are so inclined, as I mentioned on your channel today, I really appreciate the new content you're putting out, Laradox. I think it's really good stuff. Goldie says, yes, Greg Dayton is an old friend on YouTube streets, Foxy. I believe you would enjoy seeing him in your chats as well. So, but yeah, for some reason I'm not getting the full display on my desktop. The chat sort of cut me off. I don't know if anyone could drop Foxy's link and people could go visit her. Optimob. Timo is here. Says it's 51, born 73. I didn't see you come in, and I didn't see Sabine come in. Hello, my friends. Man, I loved your premiere. Laradox said he had to go. Eric Lapointe is here. Man, I'm missing everyone. Welcome, my friends. Hey, Runner Boy, are you going to do a live stream with your sandbag? Eric Lapointe is driving, can't text. Hey, if you do get a chance to text later, let us know how the recital went for your daughter last night. Foxy says, Goldie, how fantastic. Thank you for telling this to me. More wise words from Luke by Laradox. Everything passes, good and bad. Absolutely. T says Laradox is sad and tries to call me grumpy. Yeah, again, Optimob, wonderful, beautiful premiere. T says Eric LP, top on or off? Greg says, excellent advice from Greg. You got to be honest with Laradox. Gonna hear things you don't like. This is true. It's how we grow up sometimes. Optimob says, 51, born in 73. I got you by a few years. I got you by 8 years, as a matter of fact. Born in 65. Foxy says, so my good new friend, I have to say I'm looking forward to seeing all your interesting content as I got to offer for whenever can sometimes come over. Well, thank you. I'm really looking forward to visiting you. T says, Timo, I missed your live, but watched some videos. Nice content. Yeah, excellent content. Very much love visiting there. I left out a channel that I should have mentioned when I was talking about those great channels where they take you places. UK Medic, Optimob, Signature. Signature is an excellent channel that does that. Runner Boy is going to do his sandbag live stream on Tuesday. So you get to see what it's like to work out with a sandbag. Absolutely awesome. Let's see. Foxy says, I'm a grown man to tell you things, Yogi, and not a lady. I'm a dark-haired, fully grown man to tell oneself things. Okay. Thank you for that information. Very much appreciate it. Greg says, hello, Sabine. Greetings from California, USA. Laradox is still here. Nice to still have you here, Laradox. We got some people who have subbed to each other. Absolutely awesome. Barb has posted a hurricane map. This will be useful, guys, so we know how safe our friends are. Thank you for that, Barb. And Goldie very kindly drops the link for Foxy. And Foxy has one more subscriber. So, man, I'm already hooked. Foxy's fun, inspirational live stream. Gotta love that. So, Foxy, fun, inspirational live stream. I gotta thank you for that, because that's just what YouTube needs more of, my friend. T says Foxy is a geezer block. Let's see, man, I'm way behind, as usual. And stop black, spammer. Don't know what that means. Greg says, hey, Goldie, I'm glad we're friends. Don't want you to get you angry. Foxy says, so some people have considered me to be handsome because of what I look like. Dardock says, you're a great guy, Yogi. I have my moments, good and bad. Luke says, Goldie, I believe so too. I try to disassociate from it and picture myself falling into the trap. If I didn't see it for myself, it helps to think about things like that. So I am way out of touch. Sorry, guys. I'm going to catch up. If I've missed something, I apologize. Wolf says, I like the 360 view. T says, Black Paradox, don't need me irritating. I know you're struggling, T. Luke says, I hope you do well in life, Paradox. I didn't really have my dad in my life because of drugs and had to learn a lot of things the hard way. But all the hard ways of learning were my fault. Man, Paradox, we're getting gold from everyone above. Goldie says live stream was awesome too. Timo and Sabine. I felt like a family member watching memories. Yeah, they do that so well. Luke says he has an amazingly small family that loves and supports me. Awesome. I'm happy to hear that, Luke. As Goldie said, sorry to hear, however, I believe that made you stronger. And I'm happy to hear of your family now. Greg says Goldie is wonderful, but she will speak her mind. You better watch out. Wolf was getting out of the service in 73. Goldie says, thank you so much, Greg Dayton. That's me for sure. Runner Boy sprained his thumb, by the way, making squats a lot harder, surprisingly. Do you use, I'm trying to recall, do you use a thumbless grip or not? Foxy says, what it looked like is I have a full head of dark hair, have a roundish face, fair skin, and dark brown eyes, 5'8" and 154 pounds, and bodily proportions. Optimob says to Wolf, believe me, it's only the camera I have to edit such a video in two different editing softwares. I had learned so much in the past, but thank you. A lot of tutorials. You make it look so easy. Foxy says, just to remind oneself of things. Goldie says, what time, Runner Boy? Usually pretty early, Goldie. Usually around the time right after I do my first live stream. So I'm going to say 5:30 my time. Optimum sub to Foxy. Awesome. Thank you for that. I did as well. T says, Greg, I've known Goldie 13 months. Yes, will speak her mind, as I've discovered, but we are good friends, and it needed to be said. It's what a good friend will do. So, have I missed anybody or anything? Foxy says, it certainly is. I'm new to Yogi's content, and already, I do like the good man already. Thank you for that, Foxy. And again, thank you for saying that, Laradox. Always appreciated. Goldie says, hi there, Jack Strickland. Jack, my friend, welcome. Let's see. Foxy says, thank you for kindly representing me, Goldie. You didn't have to really, but thank you all the same. Hey, I absolutely love it when we can make connections with new people who become good friends. That's been happening more and more, and it's completely awesome. T wants to know if Sabine is related to Optimob. Timo, just practicing. Foxy says, thanks, Yogi. Thanks for standing in support towards me. My pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. I love people who put out positive messages. Let's see. Every time I think I'm caught up. So, we got Ryan. Sabine says, yes, I am his wife. So I apologize for being particularly slow this evening. Zeradox says, are you going live tomorrow, Yogi? Yep. I'll be going live in the morning, 5 o'clock. I'll be reading from the Tao Te Ching. And then my 1 o'clock and usually around 5 o'clock. I just like keeping a schedule. Everything changes when you show up. I read the book, The War of Art, which of course is a play on the book, The Art of War. It's by Stephen Pressfield, who wrote the wonderful The Legend of Bhagavad Gita, which was a horrible movie, but it's a wonderful book. It's an allegory of the Bhagavad Gita. And anyway, in his book, The War of Art, it's all about showing up. And he talks about it. If you want to be a writer or an artist of any kind, you got to show up every single day and do what an artist does. If you want to be a writer, you show up every day and you write. If you want to make an income on YouTube, you show up every day. So that's what I've been doing. I've been writing every day for 25 years without missing a day. I've been doing live streams. As of tomorrow, it'll be actually an entire year without missing a day. And Timo says, and Bax, our dog. We can't forget Bax. As Timo said, and the premiere, that Bax thinks he's a star. You know what? I think maybe Bax is the star. I hate to break the news to Timo and Sabine, but you definitely got a star in your hand. T says, glad I can't see him. Barb says they're doxing us. I'm sorry, Barb. Greg says to Laradox that he's okay. Thanks. Foxy says, oh no, doxing is ghastly. Do take care to Barb. It certainly is, Foxy. And Mocha says, hello, Lady Sabine. 17 people in the chat. Well, there was. I think Goldie says, Laradox, I still believe you are a good kid, but you do need to learn. I agree. Altamob says hi to Ryan. Ryan, I think I might have missed you. Hello, my friend. T says, moderator, why 86K timeout? I don't know. Laradox says, never knew his dad. Well, that's why it's important to take the lessons here, Laradox, from people like Luke and Goldie and Greg, from Wolf, from Barb. Everyone has your best interest in mind. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you succeed on YouTube and in life as well. But sometimes it seems like we're repeating lessons over and over again. And I know it's because you're very enthusiastic about the things that you love. Wolf says, Yogi, if you were not behind on the chat, I would think that I was in the wrong place. This is true. Very true. Goldie says, sorry, Rai. What did, oh, I see. I'll find a way to muddle through. I'll get through it. T says Zerdox needs corn time or lines. Not sure I understand that one, T. Greg says I love the honesty in here. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Foxy says it is what we need, a loving, supportive family, even though I am well ahead when saying this. But I agree with you, Foxy. Rai says, Optimob, I appreciate you and your community. 2 subs away from 50. Appreciate you all. Let me make sure that I am subscribed to you, Rai. I am now. I think you might be at 51 now, my friend. There you go. At least 51. And maybe by the end of the conversation, we'll get you a couple more. I'm going to take my little herbal sleep medicine. Foxy says, much love to you, wonderful family, Luke. I too have a loving, supportive family as well. It is what we all need in our lives. Nicely said, Foxy. Theradex says, sorry for my spelling. Not a problem at all. Theradex says his vision is okay. Good. T says, Greg, I'm biting my tongue and sting over a certain individual here. Brenda Boy, what's with the spam? Just people being people. Greg says, Bumblebee, deep breaths. Actually, Greg has an excellent point. It is a good time to do a little bit of breath work. Good thing to keep in mind is, it's never the other person's responsibility to give us peace of mind. It's always our own. Every moment we can say, I can choose peace instead of this. And it seems like it's just that we're doing it by repetition. It doesn't really mean anything. But when we do it enough, it becomes more and more meaningful. Luke says, amazing, Foxy. Thank you for the kind words. Much love. Theradex, these are all the best. They are good people, Theradex, and they're extending themselves to you in love and kindness. So I hope it helps. Optimob says, Sirai, now you have 49. When I last checked, he was at 51. Foxy says, thank you, my good man Luke. Just to tell you of things, I'm a grown man, but thank you for your kind response towards me. Rai says, walking with Goldie, it's fine. I'm checking in one more time on Rai just to see where he is. 51. Awesome. Well done, my friend. Rai says, Optimob, I can't thank you enough. Hey, that's what we're all here for, my friend. Supporting each other, helping each other grow, helping each other to extend just a little further in love than we might have before. That's a great thing with being uncomfortable. And life will certainly put you in some uncomfortable situations. But when we're on that edge, that's when we learn. That's when we think, can I do it? Can I choose peace? Can I extend love just a little bit further when I absolutely don't want to, when I'm absolutely afraid, when I absolutely think it's the very last thing I'm capable of doing? Can we do it? And when we do, just a little bit, we realize that's what we're meant to do. That's what we were built to do. We're built wide open, spacious, loving. And when you realize that, there's no question at all. You give out love because that's who you are. That's what you are. Let's see. T says to Foxy, question, you seem a wise guy. Do you ever meditate? Excellent question. And Goldie very kindly drops the link for Rai. Awesome. Laradox says, sorry, Tree. Thank you for that apology, Laradox. Apologies do go a long way, guys. Greg says, hey, Laradox, you got to find some friend other than this chat. T says hi to Rai. Laradox says, Yogi, if I had the money, I'd donate you $100. No need to donate. Appreciate you being here, Laradox. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I thought I was caught up, and I was not caught up. I did see that our friend Foxy said he has to go. Right here, he says, I don't meditate, Bumblebee. No, I walk around a lot, though. I cannot run very far anymore as I got older in age. But there we have things. I've mentioned before, being out in nature, a natural form of meditation. The mind effortlessly on its own enters that light meditation state, the alpha wave state. So for people who spend a lot of time just in nature, being quiet in nature, not making demands on nature, you're really entering that meditative state. See, this is it. This sums it up. This one comment sums everything up for Laradox and also who Goldie is. By Laradox, please learn your lesson. I would love to be able to support you. So I apologize for missing some stuff above. If there's anything that I have missed and you want my attention, make sure you just shout at me very loudly. If you could reach through the screen and shake me by the shoulder, that might be even more effective. Let's see. Greg says, hey, Laradox, is that your real name? Luke says, cell phones are overrated. I know I've missed mine too much. Interesting to consider. Hey, Luke, I think I asked you this before. I don't remember. How old are you? It's so amazing to think how cell phones have made their way into our lives. I've had more years without a cell phone than with a cell phone, that's for sure. And yet, it seems like cell phones are just an ever-present part of my reality. And I'm not as, like, when you see people walk with a head down on the cell phone, I'm definitely, when I'm in nature, I want to be fully in nature. Lardox says, Luke Gregg, that's my name, but don't use it in my comment section on my YouTube channel. Doesn't want many people to know. Understandable. Wolf says, there's no need to keep asking people to sub to your channel. Just show up and be nice and polite, and it will come. Absolutely agree. Excellent advice from Wolf. Luke says you should just tell people your name is Lil. And Mocha says Wolf was right. T says Foxy, thanks. What's your favorite town on the South Coast? I think, as I saw below, that our friend Foxy has said goodnight. Luke says Lou Laradox has a nice ring to it. It does have a pretty nice ring to it. Greg says, okay, my full name is Gregory Allen Dayton, but you can just call me Greg. Laradox says that's actually a cool name. Laradox says, Yogi, do you have other YouTube accounts? I do have another one. Eric Mack, and I think it's 2 C's. Because when I first, in order to comment on YouTube, you had to have signed up. And I did, and I completely forgot about it until about 3 weeks ago. So, all right, I'm going all the way to the bottom again. Work my way to the top. Let's see. Wolf says the only reason to donate to a channel is not to fit a need on the channel, but rather to fit the need of your own convictions. Nicely said. Dodak says, I'm confused what is the big deal of cell phones. People say they distract you, but I've never had that problem personally. Well, but have you ever really been without a cell phone? Yeah, that's what Eric LaPointe just said. Because you don't know the world without cell phones, Paradox. And we do. This is very true. Bizza, my friend, how are you? T wants to know, Mocha, how is the migraine? Mob says that's how we show support. Absolutely. Walking with Goldie says, I tried Eric McCarty, but my arms just refuse to extend so far. And that's when we use our heart. You do admirably. And I mean that sincerely. You are someone that I admire very, very much for the stance that you take and the flexibility that you show at the same time, which I think is an amazing state. That you set a line with Laradox and stuck with it, and yet at the same time you said, I would love to be able to support you. To me, that was absolutely beautiful. So, hey, Eric LaPointe, if you can type, how was the recital last night? Eric LaPointe went to a recital for his, it was a dance recital. So let me scroll upwards and work down. Again, I apologize. I know I'm missing some people. Greg says, Zeradox, you're a tough young man. And Zeradox says, Yogi, even though I know you're not a Christian, you do show respect and patience, something that is very rare in people these days. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And respect and patience are definitely something that I work on, something that I always keep in mind. Zeradox says, Foxy, I appreciate the kindness. Faradox says, goodbye. Yogi, we'll catch you another time. I appreciate that, and I hope so. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Faradox says, if people are trolls, honestly, it wouldn't bug me on my live streams. It depends on what's going on. Some of the stuff that above wasn't trolling. It was personal attacks. And a personal attack is much different than being trolled. I don't mind being trolled. I don't consider it trolling. However, I don't want our friends being personally attacked. and I want them to be able to defend themselves, and I want to be able to defend them as well. So when I say, I gave a short little YouTube clip right before I did this live stream about defenselessness, and everything changes when you realize defenselessness. At the same time, that doesn't mean you open yourself up to abuse, that you protect yourself. Because let's say our mission in life, our lesson in life, what we're meant to do is, as we were talking about above, extend love to other people. If you are in a precarious position, you're unable to do so. So protect yourself. Protecting yourself is different than defending yourself, because you didn't see anyone attack those people out of defense. You just saw protection, and that's enough. So I very much appreciate the mods for being watchful for each other, being watchful for themselves. And that's how we do it, guys. Who says an old yogi can't learn new tricks? There, Eric Point says, I'm parked right now. It was great. Awesome. Love those memories. T says, Eric LP, eyes on the road. Excellent advice from T. Mocha says, the migraine tried to spike again, but I am good now. Thanks for asking. I'm glad to hear that. Let's see. Cody had said, Paradox, some people just forget to stop and smell the roses to see the beauty of nature that God created. Many people bump into others because they're not paying attention. Absolutely. Yep, so up above, Mocha said, please don't donate out of need. They do because they want to. People don't. This is true. And as everyone said, well said. Goldie says, I believe you can, Laradux. I know I'm way out of order and stuff. I'm going through and catching some of the comments. I believe I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I believe we will turn out an awesome follower of Christ. A wonderful message from our friend Goldie. And our friend Goldie is someone who walks with Christ. Barb says, blessings to everyone with hugs and prayers. Everyone have a great night. You too, Barb, sending prayers your way. We are keeping an eye on that hurricane. Business says, I know I'm just going to check a little bit of them. So my mission for this week is to find a way to slow the chat down by 30 seconds. Or would that be too much? Business says, Yogi, will we do a burpee live stream? I did about maybe a month, 2 months ago. I was doing a Duncan Walsh interval, but not something I normally do. Because we got so many great live streamers doing their stuff. Thanks for asking, though. I probably will again, but it's not going to be like a very often. Business says, you too, Barb. How many Xmas trees do you have going at that time? To Eric Lapointe. Guys who don't know it, Eric Lapointe is a Christmas tree farmer. Cody says, have a lovely evening, Barb. Be safe. Definitely be safe. Greg says, take care, Barb. Stay safe, Barb and Wolfie. Wolf says, blessings, everyone. Have a wonderful day. You too, Wolf. Take care. I think we'll stay on for about 10 more minutes. Everyone is saying goodbye to Wolf and to Barb. Much appreciated, guys. T says, Goldie knows how to slow-mo chat. Yeah, so does Barb. For some reason, Barb was able to do it, but it wouldn't stick. Yeah, I got to look up how to do it vertical streaming. Let me know if, I think you have the 15 and the 30 second. Let me know which one you think would be better. We all know how slow I am, so probably 30. But would that get on your nerves? Business says, how's the cat doing? Upstairs black cat is doing pretty well. I'm surprised she's not here now. She heard you mention her, so she will probably come running in. Downstairs black cat is doing pretty well too. She's my yoga cat. Let's see. T has asked for the hurricane map. There it is. I hope you can open that. Thanks for asking about the cat, Bista. Goldie says yes, 30. Eric Point says it's an Eric problem. It is definitely an Eric problem. Let's see. T says Smurfs can type more often, Yogi. So I'm sure if I Google how to slow down a chat on the vertical, what is it called? Vertical live stream? Vertical chat? Vertical something? I'll get some kind of information. I apologize for definitely being off course this evening. I think I handled it a little weirdly. It was busier in the afternoon, and I think I handled it a little bit better. Bizza says, if you ever do a yoga live stream, you could call it Yogi's Yoga. That's true. I actually haven't. It's been suggested before. Goldie liked that quite a bit. Yogi's Yoga. The thing is, I do practice the asanas, and I do. So believe it or not, right now I'm actually doing a yoga live stream, and I should probably explain that. Eric Point says, yes, Goldie, it's a struggle for us. It is. They don't know, Eric. They don't know what it's like to be an Eric. T says, please hit the like button. It's free. Thank you for that. I'm actually quite surprised that I got 25. And thank you. Very much appreciated, guys. So, yes, I am a certified yoga instructor. I do practice the asanas. I don't teach the asanas. What I do, Goldie says 26. Awesome. There is Patanjali's 8 branches of yoga that starts with the ethical foundation, the yamas, the personal observances, the niyamas, the pranayama, which is our breath work. And then we have the asanas, which is the 4th. The 5th, we have pratyahara, with the withdrawal of the senses. which is sort of the prelude to meditation, and then comes concentration, and then comes true meditation, and then comes samadhi, which is bliss consciousness. And I teach the ethical and the pranayama and the path of meditation. I could teach the asanas, I'm just not drawn towards it. I have a very simple practice that I do early in the morning. I absolutely love. Opens up the energy centers. I can't even describe the wonderful feeling I get from practicing yoga the entirety of the path. But what I teach, again, is meditation, breath work, and the ethical principles. Eric Point says, I see 27. Awesome. I'm seeing 26 now. Can't believe I hit, what was it, 34? Optimob says, I did some magic, Eric the Point. Gotta love when Timo comes in and works some magic. Ice Commandant says, Bist do Weeder live. Bist. I might have to look that up. I was trying to decipher it, but I couldn't get it. Walking with Goldie says, me too. I gotta love friends who can do that kind of loving magic. Goldie says hi there too. Ice Commandant. Altamop says, you pronounce that good, Eric? The Commandant part or the Bistu Weeder Live? Sometimes I get very lucky. Definitely very lucky. Ice says 29. Awesome. My friends, thank you. Hey, Timo, have you been in the live stream when our friend Ice has been here before? As you both speak German. Give me 1 second, guys. Ah, are you live again? Took me a second. Boy, I was way off in my translation. I am live again. Optimob says, it was Beastu Weed Alive. Very good. Thank you. And yes, he has. Oh yeah, I do recall you guys speaking German together, which is really cool. Goldie says, Optimob, your premiere was beautiful on the big screen. Now it's playing Eric McCartney, like number 29. Much appreciated. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce this one. Maybe I'll try. Deutscher der Indei Schwarz Asquander ist. No idea what I just said. No idea what I just mispronounced is what I should say. Mr. Graham says, do I believe in Bigfoot? It's a good question. I believe in the possibility of Bigfoot, if that makes sense. I think it's more likely that there might be a Yeti, because, you know, the Himalayan mountains are more spacious, more wide open, wilder than what we have in North America. I think in North America we might see them more often. However, I'm open to the possibility that there is interdimensional travel, and that a Bigfoot could be something that existed in this dimension at one time and for whatever reason no longer does, but on occasion crosses over. So I guess the best way to answer that is I believe in the possibility. And I believe in the possibility of all kinds of stuff. It pays to keep a mind that's open to, that is uncertain. Doesn't set any hard lines. Mr. Grimm says, fair enough. How about you, Mr. Grimm? Optimop says he immigrated to Switzerland with Sabine. Is Sabine, is she German as well, or is she Swiss? Mr. Grimm says hello to Goldie. Timo says, honestly, I believe that we are not living in 2024. We are living in 1024. Hey, I would love to hear you go into detail about that. Goldie says, interesting thought. And he says, yes, German with Sabine. Bizza is back. He had to do something. Well, that is an entirely valid excuse, my friend. Mocha says, there is a baby fawn with mother in my backyard. That's awesome. Are you getting the film? Goldie says, welcome back to Bizda. I says, TF is a fawn. A fawn is a baby deer. Goldie says, oh, lovely Mocha. Yeah, it was Mocha who got the last film of, the last video of the mother and baby deer. The baby deer was a perfect example of the exuberance of being alive. Just a simple joy of being alive. She broke out in this little hop, this little dance, and you look at it and you think that is just the happiness of what it is to exist. Absolutely beautiful. Mocha says a baby deer. Timo says the history has so much problems to explain what happened between 00 and 1000. That might be an interesting video if you ever wanted to sit down and offer that. Goldie says too, Ice Commandant, baby deer. Optimop says, and pictures of the past. Ice says, maybe that is because we didn't know what we were doing back then. Well, I would say we've always, two things, I guess. We always knew what we were doing in accordance to what we knew at the time. And that in a lot of ways, we still don't know what we're doing because, man, we're making an awful mess of things, aren't we? T says, Mocha, have you ever seen a Montjack? I'm not speaking for Mocha, but I'm going to say no. Bizza, if you're listening, my cat finally is responding to you and she's on her way in. So, let's talk for about 5 more minutes, guys. And I'm going to get to bed. I will be up. I'll be here at 5 o'clock. I'll be up at 2:30. I explained my morning morning rituals before. Then 2:30, breath work and meditation. And then yoga, and then coffee and writing. And then I do a short live stream. If anyone is interested, we are reading, Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life, which is an interpretation of the Tao Te Ching, written by Wayne Dyer. And our friend Sabine is actually a big fan of Wayne Dyer. So I think she will appreciate his words. I really, really, very much surprised. I love Wayne Dyer, and I've been reading the Tao since 1981 when a girlfriend's mother gave me Alan Watts's book on the Tao Te Ching, as well as a book on Zen. But for some reason, as much as I love Wayne Dyer and the Tao, for almost 15 years, I could not get myself to read this book. For whatever reason, about a month ago, it literally called for me to dig it out of a pile of books and to dive in. And that's the energy of books. That's how it happens. Sometimes they just call to us. Sometimes they fall off a shelf and hit us on the head, and it's the perfect book that we're supposed to be reading at this time. Got to be open for those kind of things. Let's see. T says, a miniature deer. Awesome. I'm going to have to Google up an image. Timo says, to ICE, we moved from Germany to Switzerland because of corruption. And what was done about the C-19. Not familiar with the C-19, but I will look it up. I'm sorry to hear about the corruption. T says, I hope I can sleep tonight and get my main pain med. I hope you get the pain med as well. And I hope you get some sleep, my friend. Let's see. Timo said I had the opportunity as a cock and four bar tile stove builder. T-Bex. Awesome. Optimop says Sabine is sleeping. Good. I will be too in just a little bit. Couple minutes. Mocha has not heard. And short videos in Messenger. Awesome. Thank you. Optima. Oh, Corona. Thank you for that. T says, Yogi, you find muntjacs in Buckinghamshire, UK. Nice. T says, no pain med yet, but overdue. So, man, I hope it arrives very shortly. So let's wrap things up, guys. Appreciate you being here. I was disjointed. I apologize. I was more disjointed than I normally am disjointed. Let's see. T says, Mocha, you're posting them? Would love to see. She sent them to me so I can share them on my YouTube Shorts. So I will be sharing them probably tomorrow morning. Will be the next one that I share. I try to do 2 shorts a day, 3 live streams a day, another short video of me talking about right now A Course in Miracles, but sometimes meditation, sometimes breath work. Hey, if there's a video you guys want me to make about breath work or meditation, let me know and I'm happy to do so. Let's see. T says, love and blessings to all. Blessings to you and love to you as well, T. Timo says, I saw neighbors denounce each other to the police. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. What's denounce mean? To. What's the best way to explain it? To denounce. Take away from, to verbally take away from, to denounce to the police. So it would be to describe to the police what they thought someone was doing. Timo says because the family, 1 to too much was in the garden, and so stuff all about Corona. Sadly, I don't think the virus brought out the best in us as a people. You would think that would heal a lot of division, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I saw it wrong, guys. T says, thanks, Yogi. I tried the breath work. I hope it helps, T. Timo says neighbors who live 30 or 40 years next to each other. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Denounced like report. I believe so. With fear the politicians deviate the people. T says fear has turned people bad. I think my take would be fear has deluded people into believing that they're bad, or into believing that they have to do certain things to take care of themselves. Man, the only way you get through something like that and heal is to come together. Optimob says, I saw much unfair behavior, police against older, peaceful citizens. I had to leave that country. I'm sorry, Timo. I'm really sorry that you went through that. It's almost in a sense that you lose your homeland, but in another sense, man, you seem so happy in Switzerland. And I hope you are. I hope you are perfectly happy in Switzerland, my friend. So, T says, Hemo hugs. Definitely hugs, my friend. So, guys, we're going to call it a night. Timo says, good. I saw only in videos such as unfair behavior. I was a soldier and did judo for over 20 years. I did judo for a fair amount of time, several years. Wonderful sport, wonderful self-defense. Underrated self-defense, that's for sure. T says, Timo, we have lots of problems with police here in UK. Timo says, I could help old people against the police. It could be my mom. Absolutely. Business says, see you, Yogi. Have a good day. You too, my friend. I appreciate you hanging out with us. T failed at judo. Maybe not fail. It only takes a little bit. The greatest thing I learned through judo was learning how to fall. Learning how to take a fall. It still comes in handy. T says, but I'm fine with that. We have a couple judo practitioners that come here. All right, guys. So we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to head to bed. I got my breath work, my pre-bed breath work. And then my little bit of reading that I do before I sleep. Timo says, started with 5. Wow. Definitely young. It's a good age to pick it up, though. Eric Point says, another great live. Thank you. Again, I apologize. I was disjointed. I wasn't able to tie things together in quite the way I would have liked to have. So my apologies, guys. Tia said too many bruises. A lot of bruises, that's for sure. Timo says, bye. Goodbye, my friend. Gordy says, thank you for a lovely live and chat. And again, it always has that loveliness because I have lovely friends like Goldie come in and make it so. T says, Uncle had a yoga school. Uncle had a judo school. Sorry. Timo says, thank you for the live. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you all hanging out here. And for the 29 likes, guys. Awesome. Thank you. And Timo says, bye, everyone. T says, night all. We'll go burpee hunking, searching if insomnia. That's the way to get through it. So, Eric the Point says, 30. Awesome. Appreciate that, guys. It's the second time. Second time ever, and all in one day. Pretty cool. Thank you again, guys. Take care.